Season 9. What is season 9 all about? There's lots of conspiracy theories out there. People think they know, and only the kids involved really know what went on. I want to explain to each and every one of you what season 9 is. Abby Lee, dance with me. All right, so let's go way back to 2020. I know some of you were babies then. 2020, March 11th, I had a meeting with the network and my attorney and a producer of the original show. Now, this was a long-awaited meeting because I kept saying, January, I'm here in LA. It's not busy. Let's meet. Let's do it. No. We have to wait till March. Okay. February comes along. And once again, please, let's have this meeting. I want to get to Florida. I want to enjoy my life. I want to relax. I want to lay in the sun. It's February. No sun in Los Angeles. So, no. It's a big meeting. Everybody from New York is flying into LA. Everybody's going to be there. Abby, this is huge. See, now why this was huge is because that my contract was over. Finally, yes. 8 seasons. I had signed originally a 4-year contract with a 4-year option for pennies, peanuts, for nothing. So my contract was up, done, over, after season 8. So this was a big meeting to do season 9 and beyond, what would happen next. So we went into the meeting, my attorney on one side, Satan on the other. Everybody from New York is flying to LA. This is a huge meeting at the headquarters in Century City, Los Angeles, California. March 11th comes. We walk into the meeting. Well, I rolled into the meeting. They walked into the meeting. Nobody's there. The people from LA are there. Where are all the people from New York? Where are the big shots from New York City? Oh, they couldn't fly. They were afraid to fly. Blah, blah, blah. We could have done this meeting 2 months before. I could have been to Florida, to my house, have stuff rearranged in the bathroom and the kitchen so that I could live there. But no. It had to be March 11th. Well, guess what? There was rumors, talk, news about a dreadful disease. People were getting sick. Nobody wanted to travel. All right, fine. It was on Zoom, the meeting. They were on a TV on the wall while we were there in person in the office in Los Angeles. So I was a little upset because I could have been in Florida at this meeting. Now, here's what was going to go down. We were going to discuss my new contract and season 9. But I didn't want season 9, 13 episodes in a special, a reunion. No. I wanted 9A, 9B, 10A. If you aren't going to guarantee me 2 whole seasons, then this isn't happening. Let's remember, I had a lot in the works at this point. I had a young adult scripted show. It's amazing. I have a show about my staycation. I have a show about after my staycation. I have a show about healthcare. I have a documentary about my life. There's all these little projects in the works. So I'm not going to get tied down for 13 episodes and then we don't know what we're gonna do, just like they did with season 8. They waited too long to pull the plug. So we didn't have 8A and 8B. By the time they were ready to do 8B, the kids had all gone off and were doing other things. All right, so we go into the meeting, we're sticking to it, 9A, 9B, 10A. Well, my idea, how do we get a new team? I want something authentic, something real, something natural. Not let's hold one audition in LA and pick a new team. I don't get to know the kids. I want it to be real. I want to care about these children. I want to be concerned with them. I want the best show possible. So it was my idea that we do a competition every week. Let's have each episode be its own little competition, and we pick one winner. We do 13 episodes, so 11 of those, we pick a winner. Episode 12, we bring back all the winners and put them through an audition process all over again. Episode 13, we pick the team. Then you, at home, in your living room or family room or bedroom, whatever, get to learn about the kids, see them win, maybe even get to vote for your favorite. That was the plan. They loved it. Everybody thought that would work. Then 9B would be the show that you know, where we go to a competition every single weekend, boring, yawning, sloppy, lazy. And the moms fight every, episode. They fight with me. Somebody cries, somebody gets upset, blah, 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 same old, same. So that was the plan. We came out of the meeting hugging, kissing. Yay! I'm going to have a new contract. I will be an executive producer. I will have more input to the storylines, to the music selection, to everything. That was the plan. That was March 11th. March 13th, the world shut down. Now remember, my contract's up. So what's going to happen? Well, Lifetime contacts me. We want a 3-month extension. Nope, the contract's up. I have other projects. I want to take them elsewhere. They weren't right for the network. I wanted to see some different networks, to see some different options. I've only ever worked for one television company, right? Well, I've done The View, and I've done Jimmy Fallon, and I've done The Talk. I've done all kinds of other things. I've judged Dancing with the Stars. Maybe one of those networks would be interested. So I don't want an extension. But then, my attorney steps in and says, listen, Abby, it's 3 months. By the time you sell another show to somebody else and they get it up and running, it'll be 6 months, not even 3 months. So take their money. So I did. I listened to my counsel. Halfway into those 3 months, 6 weeks, they contact me. Well, they contact him first. And they want a 6-month extension. 6 more months. Are you kidding? No way. No way. I said, okay, for the 3 months. No, if you want 6 months, give me a new contract. Let's give me a brand new contract and we'll go from there. All right. So I said no to the 6 months. So then they came back again. They countered back with a 3-month development deal. What does that mean? Well, that means that I get to go into the office or even at home via Zoom and whatever and create a new show. Develop a new project. Hey, that sounded pretty good. So I said, okay, after this 3-month extension is up, maybe we'll do this 3-month development deal. It was crazy. So much happened during that time. Well, anyway, long story short, I'm no longer with that network. No. There's a lot that happened, but I feel like I made them a lot of money. So we're all stuck home in COVID, right? Quarantined. Then we start to come out of it on the other side. Thank goodness. I personally never got COVID. I think God just figured, you know what? This woman has been through enough. My immune system is, tragic to say the least. So I had to be very careful. But I came through it without ever getting this dreadful, horrible disease. And my sympathy goes out to everyone who had anybody that lost their lives during COVID. It was a horrific thing that you kids lived through. And hopefully that will be the last horrible thing you ever have to endure. For those of you who have any interest in going into television or film, those of you that want to be actresses, right? Scripted, you get something called a residual. Even if you do a television commercial, you can choose to get paid sometimes right there on the spot, or you can choose to get paid as long as that commercial runs. Sometimes that same commercial, they can use it for 10 years. 10 years later, you're still getting a check in the mail. So that didn't happen for me. Reality television personalities are considered newsworthy, right? So reality shows are like the news. Every time the weather girl reports a horrible storm somewhere, and they play it at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 7, 8, 9, 10 at night, she doesn't get paid every time they air that. She just gets her salary. That's it. We're the same way. We get our weekly salary per episode. They can do whatever they want with that episode. Now, I want you to pay attention to this part. And if your parents are in the room, all the better. Dance Moms was sold to over 135 countries. My voice, personally, was dubbed in 11 different languages. Yeah. At the end of COVID, this streaming network called Hulu swoops in and buys a big bunch of shows from Lifetime. They buy a package, right? And it has a bunch of different shows in it. One of those shows, this little nothing show that nobody knew anything about, called Dance Moms, starts to go up, and they see a rise in the numbers, and up and up and up and up and up. What is this show? What's this about? Why is this happening? So a whole new audience, almost 10 years later, is watching Dance Moms again, right? Then that darn Mickey Mouse shows up. Walt Disney, Disney Plus, buys Hulu. And now I'm a Disney princess or a Disney villain, depending on what day it is and which episode you are watching collectively. None of the girls, none of the moms, and certainly not me, get anything, not a penny. I thought, you know what? I'm not waiting around any longer. I am going to shoot season 9 myself. And I did. The original concept that was taken into that meeting way back March 11th of 2020. I went to 6 cities. Los Angeles, California, twice. Then I was in Leeds, which is outside of London, England. We were in New York City, San Antonio, Texas, and Chicago. And of course, right here in Walt Disney World, Florida. It's exciting. We had all the kids from Miami and Tampa and all over the place show up in Orlando. New York City, it was amazing. And in Los Angeles, we were at 2 big-time celebrity studios. First, Debbie Allen, Miss Debbie Allen, the Debbie Allen Dance Academy. And we actually shot in the Tyler Perry room. Talk about pressure. That was pressure for me. And I wanted to live up to those huge expectations, to my idols, people that I love and respect and look up to. Yes. The second studio in Los Angeles was Siwa Studios, home to JoJo Siwa. That was pressure too. She was one of my students on the show. Her mom, Jessalyn, was one of the mothers. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure it looked fabulous. Sitting next to me throughout season 9, you'll see some other celebrities. Richie Jackson, choreographer for Lady Gaga and JoJo Siwa. He was in the movie A Star is Born. I mean, his choreography is known worldwide. He's a legend. I also had Gianna Martello sitting next to me. You all know Miss Gianna from the show. She's one of my students. So it was wonderful to work together again, side by side. Alex Erickson, the director and host of Sheer Talent. You all will recognize him. He was the guy that stood on stage and announced the winners at Sheer Talent over and over and over again on Dance Moms. He's also the guy that would not take any crap from those producers. He wasn't changing numbers. He wasn't changing the order of who danced when. No, he didn't buy into any of their hoopla. Wasn't happening. It's exciting. It's fun. It's dynamic. And it's all about the dancing. That's right. Season 9. Are you ready? It's coming to you next. We can't wait for you to see the dancing. It's not about the moms. Screw those mothers. I really never wanted them in there anyway. In my dance studio, they went upstairs behind that glass wall so I couldn't hear them and I really couldn't even see them. That's where they belong. This show is about the kids. I've always been about the kids. My life has been dedicated to making other people's children successful. Sometimes famous, sometimes not, but successful nonetheless. Even my students that worked their butts off, that didn't become professional dancers, they're doctors, attorneys, school teachers. They're amazing. And those that are professional dancers are doing one hell of a job. Currently, right now, 4 of my students are on Broadway, whether behind the scenes now or on stage performing. The swing, whatever it takes. They are in New York, on Broadway, still dancing, still using the education that they earned at the Abbey Lee Dance Company, at my mom's studio, the Mary and Lorraine Dance Studio. Without further ado, let's go. Abbey Lee, Dance With Me, Season 9 starts right now.